guys, Dexter here, and I know some of you guys like a challenge, so I made this groove. So, hands, dead simple. You look at the notation, it's like the dots and lines and things, and it's very complicated. The hands are very simple. You're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and very simple hi-hat and snare drum pattern there. What we've got though is some bass drums and some very strange 30-second note placements, which really create some interest within the groove. If you go into 16th note syncopated bass drum parts, that's where you've got your hi-hat pattern here, and your bass drums either with the hi-hats or in between the hi-hats. That's 16th note syncopation. We're going into 32nd note syncopation, which is it's more complicated. So yeah, but basically I'm going to split this groove into a couple of bits. I want you guys to sit down and have a try at this, and it might just kind of kickstart your bass drum playing, but it just shows you're playing a groove and it's like, it's not very interesting. How can I make this cooler? Just adding some bass drums in there. You spend a lot of time with your right foot, you can really funk things up. So anyway, funk things up. Come on guys. Anyway, so putting it together, we're going to be playing this bass drum and a hi-hat together, followed by a bass drum on its own and then a hi-hat. But that bass drum and hi-hat are very close together. So we have, together, kick hat. Bum, ba, bum, ba. We're not playing ba, ba, da, ba, ba. That's 16th note. That's 16th notes. 1 E and, 1 E and. One, bum, 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 bum. Very quick, 30-second notes. And then after that, we're going to go double kick, very quick, with one foot, ba-bum, 2 bass drums, and then hi-hat and snare drum together. So, ba-ba-ga. So, kick and hat, kick, snare and hat together. And already it sounds good. But just that, da-da-ga, just really kind of sticks it out. Okay, if you don't remember anything from this lesson other than this, kick, snare and hat together. Oh. So, but again, trying to build up that bass drum speed just to be able to pull it off. Kick, snare and hat together. So, and then after that, you're going to have another hi-hat. So, bum, bum, ba-ba-ga, hat on its own. That's an easy bit. We can do that. Hi-hat. And if you just kept repeating that, sounds cool on its own. And then in the second half, it basically repeats the same thing up to the snare drum. You have bass, 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 snare. So up to there, it's exactly the same in the second half. But then to finish off, after you've played that snare drum and a hi-hat, we have one kick on its own and then a kick and a hi-hat together. So again, from the halfway point, so bum, bum, ba-ba-ga, bass, bass. And again, there's a bass on its own, and then that last one, nice and tight, bass drum and hi-hat together. So all together. And that's the groove just there. Really cool for those kind of heavy metal breakdowns. Say you're over here in like a China or a stack or something and you've got... Sounds really cool. And even in a slow song, say you're 1 and... Slow songs don't have to be boring. It just means there's more space between the notes that you can fill with more stuff. 1. In fact, I'm going to go super slow. So if you've got a slow song like this, just more room for filling it. So you can see you can just add more into. I like slow songs. Just means you can do more complicated stuff. You know, just you play fast stuff but at a slow speed. Does that make sense? It's big container, fill it with lots of things. Simple as that. So anyway, but that's the groove. Really cool to get into, and again, that the kind of it creates like this single bass, like double bass metal thing. Because normally when you're playing with 2 bass drums, you can see my two beaters down there. I'm using 2 feet. You usually get like a. You get that kind of you get that kind of thing in like progressive rock music, and it's usually done with 2 bass drums. But this one gives you a little bit of that sound, but you only need 1 foot for it. So. And you get the picture. So, if you want to get more into this kind of thing, or if you're finding this very difficult, again, check out my bass drum bootcamp course. That goes into 16th note syncopation, and just gets your kind of bass drum working a little bit better in that. And again, that's all. It's one of the courses that are available when people become channel members, and you get access to that and a whole bunch of other courses as well. So, anyway, you guys take care. Thanks so much for checking out this lesson. Leave a thumbs up and a nice comment saying nice hat decks if you really want to. But you guys take care, and I will see you soon.